here. If you want the tabs for this lick, you have a link in the description below, and it's completely free. All the licks in this All the Learn series will always be free, so you can check that out via the link below, and you should find all of the 8 previous ones there as well. So this one is in C minor, C Aeolian, and we're gonna start with a scale run, alternate picked, and then we're gonna go into this sequenced C minor arpeggio thing towards the end. So you have the tabs, like I said, so I'm gonna be quite quick here. We're starting here on the 8th fret, and go up 6 notes. And the subdivision here is 6 notes per beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's gonna be a bit tricky here with arpeggios, but I'm gonna show you how you can practice that as well later on. So we go up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, another group of 6. So this one covers quite a lot of ground on the terms of moving across the strings. And then we shift up here to the 13th fret, go down a group of 6, shift up and go up a group of 6, and then we'll go up another group of 6, shift up and go down. And from here we're gonna reach up to the root note here, C. And in the tabs I've written out the names of these arpeggios as well. So you have the root position, because the root is the lowest note. You have the second inversion, because you have the 5th as the lowest note, and then you have the first inversion, since the 3rd is the lowest note. And then you repeat that once more in a lower octave. So if I put everything together up until we get to arpeggios, sounds like this. So it's all alternate picked, starting with a downstroke. And it can be a good thing to keep track of where the downstroke line up with where you're shifting. So you go down, down, down. So this is a particular spot where your hands can get out of sync if you're not careful. So you can even just practice that. Maybe go that far so you get to stop on a beat as well. So 1, 2, 3. And overall, when it comes to these 6s, it's good to be really comfortable with them. And how do you get comfortable with that then? Well, the best way I've found is to do a lot of repetition where they're absolutely perfect. And you can do that in several different ways. You can do just scale things like this. Not even a scale now, just a pattern. But I'm working on ascending and descending 6s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just using the fingering pattern of 1, 3, 4. And you do that with 1, 2, 4 as well. Or just chuck it into any scale that you're working on. And then you would do that descending as well. So if we actually keep it to the key of C minor here, and let's go up. Shift up and then go down in groups of 6. Besides that, it's really good to go just keep it on each string group like that, where you basically go horizontally. And yeah, just all kinds of different ways of getting familiar and comfortable with these 6s. The thing that I've done a lot is just sit in front of the TV and just pick a group of 6. Just play it over and over again. And try different positions, obviously. So it takes a lot of reps before they start feeling like a group of notes where you don't feel like note, 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 note. You want to feel it as one note, right? So note, 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 note. So it's really about getting all the reps in, and it can be really boring, but if you just push through that, it's way more fun later on. All right, so the arpeggios then. The shapes I've kind of showed you already, but you have them in the tabs. But for the picking here, it's going to be a downstroke, pull off, up, up. And we're going to keep that throughout the whole thing. And this one can be a bit tricky at first, so to get used to the picking, I would start with the second shape because it's easier on the hands. And just work on that, so you go down, pull up, down, pull up, up. And the thing that really helps here is to make sure that when you play the downstroke, as soon as you do the pull off, when I practice this slowly, which I highly suggest, I make sure to plant the pick like this. So what this does then is that when I speed it up, my pick is already kind of used to going to the string, so I'm not, I want to avoid hitting it from the air, if that makes sense. So this planting technique comes from classical guitar, where we wanted to avoid just, you know, fumbling around and trying to hit the string with the finger from the air. So that's why they would use this technique called planting. And planting just means that you put the pick there before you're gonna pick the note. So I try to synchronize this with something else happening. So I'm just gonna do this down, and as soon as I sound this pull off, that's sort of my cue to get my pick here. Even just doing this is a great way to get used to it. It really makes a difference when you speed it up. So try that. Then to get used to this rhythm thing, because it's 4 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, played in groups of 6. So it's gonna take you 3 groups before you're on the beat again, on the first note of a pattern. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So that can be quite tricky, but if you just work on that and count it out as you do it, you try it in the actual phrase, I think you can find that it's gonna be way smoother. And these are quite tricky to get absolutely tight. I don't think I did that in the intro lick either, but it sounded good enough to me. So, but as far as working on it, it really helps to be aware of what you're doing rhythmically. And that just entails knowing what notes should link up with the downbeat. And having the foot is a really helpful thing here, and counting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So a good thing to keep track of here then is to kind of disregard the beats that's gonna fall in the middle of an arpeggio pattern like this. So instead try to shoot for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here's the next downbeat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So that can be helpful as well. So oops. So again, just take it easy with these, because they can be quite annoying initially. They sound great though, so I think they're worth working on. So once more, here's the whole thing put together slowly. Right? Right, so if you have any questions, just post them below. Otherwise, have a good one and see you in the next one. Back in the day, I used to have real issues with fast alternate picking when it came to 2 notes per string. I was fine with 3 notes per string, but the 2 notes per string thing was a bit harder to crack. So if you struggle with fast alternate picking as well, and you don't know what to practice or for how long, I've created the perfect solution for you in the form of the Pentatonic Picking Power Book. So in this book, you'll find a daily workout that will not only help your pentatonic picking, but will also upgrade your overall alternate picking technique. So it contains basically the same exercises I use myself to develop my picking abilities, as well as numerous students over the years that I've given the same exercise to with great results. So I know these exercises work as long as you put in the work. So it's not a quick solution or quick fix, will still take a lot of work, but at least you have a very easy to follow routine. So if you're up for a big ultimate picking upgrade in 2024, I cannot think of a better start.